Hi, this is Osman. I'm an energy healer, yoga and meditation teacher, and an entrepreneur. Be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com. You can get more resources, contact information, my services, as well as contemporary discussions on challenges, of current day, challenges that people may be experiencing, with solutions from a modern as well as a combined ancient arts and sciences perspective, which hopefully can be very helpful to you. And this is updated on an almost daily basis. Okay, with the latest trending challenges that people are experiencing on a day to day, on that day basis, right? Also, remember that my therapies and energy healing and holistic wellness practices are all natural methods but are not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition, be sure to consult with a qualified and licensed medical professional in your locality, right? Physically go visit the person, right? Don't take online advice, right? And don't take online treatment, right? Yes, I know how to do telepathic healing, but that's not you, right? Um, Coming back to the point, I want to discuss how you, as a regular person, what strategies can you implement to self heal, to be your own healer, and to also perhaps heal others as well, right? To get started on that. So, the way you can heal yourself, you have to understand what we do in energy healing. So, when you see talking about healing, I'm not trying to bring strategies of how you can heal yourself as a physician or a medical doctor, but using other ways, because the medical doctor employs surgery to do invasive methods to cut open and do some manipulation in your physical organs or your physical body to remove certain problems that are there, remove a tumor, or replace a blocked artery and so forth, right? Alternatively, they can diagnose. They know what is wrong. They know how to diagnose, what type of illness and what treatment protocol you need in terms of being able to prescribe the relevant pharmaceutical drug for you, right? This is basically what the medical doctor's job is. And I bring an alternative treatment practice in my energy healing, that I'm prescribing and sending to my patients the subtle life force energy, which is said to be the foundation of all healing in the human body. That if you don't have the healing energy, even if you can have all the drugs on the planet, you're not going to heal, because the drug is just a catalyst towards improving the way in which the foundational energy is working its magic in your body to heal you. And it is a symptom of your life, of being alive. If you are dead, the life force energy is not going to be there. So if you are dead, your life is no longer in your body. I can do all the energy healings, your body is not going to come back to life. I cannot bring a dead person back to life unless I find a way to find your life force energy that has left your body and put it back into your body. And once it's back, re-mend the connection that was broken between your physical body and your ethereal body, right? So your ethereal body is very closely connected to your physical body, and your physical body is operating with the subtle life force energy, the prana level, as well as your mind, right? So, coming back to the healing, how can you increase your healing energy or your spiritual energy in you to bring about improvement in your own healing of whatever medical conditions or state of health or energy levels, to improve your own internal energy levels? How you could do it? And you can do it by a few basic things. Number one is consuming more natural water, right? So of course it's not easy to find a flowing natural stream, a natural source, and for you to drink water from it. So you're drinking water from a tap, that is already purified with a gazillion chemicals, pumped into it, or something with far less chemicals, bottled water, right? and especially ones bottled from its source. They say it's pure natural, so you're gonna improve the energizing of your body, and just by simply consuming more water in a day, right? So I found a massive change in my energy levels when I went from drinking three, we'll say 3 to 4 glasses a day on average of water, to consuming an average of 5 liters of water per day. 5 liters is about 20 glasses of water, right? From 3 or 4 glasses of water to about 20 glasses of water. Um, Massive improvement in my energy levels, in my metabolic levels. My metabolism improved. I started to lose more weight, unstubborn fat, like especially in the love handles in your, your hip, region, or your, in my case, right, started to just disappear and melt away, right? Amazing. So you improved your access, or your control, or your source of life force energy, and your self healing is improving just by drinking water. Drink more water, you're going to start healing. If you're sick and you drink more, just drink water. Even if you're not eating food, you're going to get better. So animals, when they are sick, they just start drinking more water. They stop eating food and they just drink water, and they self heal. Right? There's the magic of self healing, one of the methods. And also eating more plant based, raw, as raw or less cooked as possible, is going to increase. So during the COVID period, when the COVID pandemic was in its initial stages, and they haven't yet, when they didn't, we're still searching for a vaccine, they recommended increasing the amount of fresh fruit and vegetables in your diet, and found that increasing your immune function and your capacity to fight your illness. So improving plant-based raw foods, right? Fruit, vegetables. But we went deeper into that science and found specifically cruciferous vegetables consumed raw increases your body's capacity to improve its immune function. And we found that scientifically that these cruciferous vegetables is very rich in mineral content, and that the bodies, by pumping more micronutrients, the selenium and the potassium and the sodium and the calcium and the zinc and the copper, and the 40, 50, 60 odd types of uh, micronutrients, by finding a way to, from its natural source, instead of a pill. So the taking a pharmaceutical drug does not do much towards, or a pill or a micro. Of course, it helps and improves your body's capacity, but not like having it from its natural source. From a living source, like a living energetic source, like a living plant that is still alive, not completely cooked and killed, and nothing, no life force energy left in it, right? Massive difference in improving your body's capacity, greatly improving your body's capacity. There'll be a massive decrease on your reliance on external methods to get you better, and your external reliance to be on external drugs for the rest of your life, and things that seemed incurable and irreversible can be reversed just by drinking a lot of water and consuming cruciferous raw vegetables, right? You can blend it and have it. And also there are certain nutrients that aid the reversal of illness. So illness is very closely associated with inflammation in your body and lowered immune function, right? So the thing that increases, you have to know what increases inflammation in your body. What increases is free radical damage, artificial substances, preservatives, highly processed foods, the unnatural substances, the vegetable oils that you're pumping into your body. These causes free radical damage, increasing inflammation, and it's very closely associated with the increase of omega-6s in your body, right? So when you're having too much of processed foods and too much of preservatives and artificial substances and protein powders, excess of it, I'm not discouraging, but anything that is highly processed brings about an increase in the omega-6s in your bloodstream and brings about an inflammation level, imbalance of that omega-6s. Currently, the average person has got about 25 times more omega-6 than he should have naturally had he been eating a normal, natural, plant-based, raw diet. And of course, we can't live life in this 21st century walking around with carrots and Brussels sprouts and asparagus in your mouth, snacking away on these things, and snacking on peanuts, most of the time. It's not, although it's ideal to do it, but people are not doing that. They're having their McDonald's and the pizza, of course, your amazing pizzas and your KFCs and, and of course your various types of, Chinese fast food takeaway and Indian fast food takeaway burn your insides and your guts to kingdom come, with a chili powder explosion in your body and so forth. So all these things bringing about free or is proportionately to increasing the omega-6s in your body, and you have to know how to decrease the omega-6. What neutralizes the omega-6s is you have to consume more omega-3s, and omega-3s are not easy to find in natural levels. So they are present, of course, in a lot of things, but in a very high level. You're going to be able to get them in plant-based sources, we'll say in chia seeds and flax seeds, right? These are the two only plant sources that I know that is as a high enough level that if you consume them is going to neutralize or have an effect of reducing your omega-6s, which means eliminating the harmful nutrient that is directly related to inflammation, and thereby causing a decrease in your inflammation. And animal sources of omega-6s, the DPA and DHA, is in fish oils, right? You can purchase them in a tablet form, from pharmacies, and they go directly into your bloodstream and acts to neutralize, the omega-6s. But it is found to be more efficient to have it from plant-based sources, less harmful, because you can create harm if you have it from natural sources that are not 100% untainted or unpolluted, right? Because the fish coming from polluted are harvested from pollution dense sources where there's too much of pollution in the ocean, or the areas where they are harvesting these fish from, or they are artificially growing, or maintaining and producing these fish, and creating artificial methods of harvesting these fish and the fish oils, and creating these omega-3 products. So to get it, the safest is to get it from flax seeds or chia seeds, and there's a way how to consume them. You can't just crush them and grind them and make them into a powder and put them in a tablet and swallow them. All the efficacy is gone, right? They release very easily. You have to keep it cold and consume it while it's still cold. And you also get flaxseed oil and chia seed oil that are usually kept in a refrigerator if it's cold pressed. It has to be cold pressed. It's the natural way. And consuming about 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil a day or chia seed oil a day, cold pressed, is sufficient, for maintenance and balancing, as a supplement. And it tastes awful, of course. Or 1 tablespoon of raw flax seeds or chia seeds, right? But if you are ill and you want to balance it and help to boost your healing function, you need to overdose on that omega-3 that you can safely overdose. When you take it from plant-based sources, it's safe to. You cannot really harmfully overdose yourself that we know of, right? It'll come to a point where, because it's got so much of fiber, you're going to get, feel nauseous and feel, full, right? You'll feel like a sense of satiety by once you start consuming too much of the flax seeds or chia seeds. You're chewing them in your mouth, or you Put them in the blender together with some ice or some cold liquids, cold water, and blending your cruciferous vegetables like Dr. Brooke Goldner recommends in her Goodbye Lupus protocol. So she normally recommends, overdosing on the omega 3s initially for about 8 tablespoons or half a cup, of that per day that you need to consume, like throughout the day. Spread it out throughout the day. Keep pumping that into your body, and pumping about 500 grams or a pound of cruciferous vegetables daily into your system. You're gonna go a very long way towards healing yourself from most inflammatory